we've hired a car.
Cool. Is that because you guys want to go surfing so much?
Yes.
Surfing's a bit of a new thing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's good fun.
Yeah, we went and bought them 2 days ago.
Yeah, a couple of days ago at Whangarei.
Yeah.
So we've been having a bit of a nightmare with getting some parts in order to get the boat done. We had a huge list of jobs that we wanted to get through while we were here back in New Zealand, and obviously some of that involved getting spare parts. The parts that we've been able to source within New Zealand it's been pretty straightforward and pretty easy, but there's been a few that we've had to just accept that we can't get it done, which is some things. Anything that comes in from Europe we've just given up on basically, and we'll have to do that in another 12 months, hopefully when the supply chains are all back and running. One of the issues we've faced this week has been our propellers. So we've got 2 Whangarei folding props. They're fantastic props, but they have a rubber hub inside them, and the hub's beginning to wear. And so what that means is that the propeller will actually wiggle slightly on the splines, and I'm not really that happy about it. So we got the propellers looked at by a company here in Whangarei, and they spoke to the manufacturer in Denmark, but unfortunately the manufacturer, due to COVID, is no longer servicing these propellers. So we've had to buy brand new propellers, which is a bit of a shame given that we've got 2 perfectly good ones already, but they just need servicing. So we sourced those here in Auckland and we've had them sent up. The other thing has been just stuff from Lagoon itself. So obviously stuff on the boat, we would just want to replace it with what the boat was originally built with, and one of those things is the taps and the mixers in the bathrooms. They've corroded with time, obviously the environment, the salt air and bits and pieces. So we've sourced them from the Lagoon dealership here in Auckland, or the agent for Lagoon, but Lagoon's website has been attacked with a ransomware virus, and so Lagoon haven't been able to access their stocks and their website and all the rest of it, and once again it's coming from Europe, so we've had to stop and just say forget it, we're not going to do it, we'll wait until everything's back up and stream and running again properly. But now that we've just decided that we'll leave the things that are coming from Europe and just order them in the future, then it's actually given me a bit more chance to just chill out about it and relax. We'll get everything done that we can, and everything that needs to come from overseas we're just waiting. Even Australia, stuff's taking 3 or 4 weeks to get in from Australia, so it's been pretty frustrating. So we're looking at the cupboard where our outdoor fridge normally is, and looking down you can see the steering pulleys. So here we've ripped out or cut out all the old green sealant that was holding it in place, but what you can see is that the glass itself, which is the hull, is all dry. So the biggest issue here was that the resin, when the boat was actually laid up in the factory, the resin never got into this area, so it was essentially glued to the top layer, and it's all just pulled away. You can see it all moves around. Here in this corner we've got the same, we've got a big patch of dry mat. So we're going to grind all that out, and then they'll lay new glass over the top of it and more resin. So this part here, you can see this plywood has shattered through here. You can see it on the end grain, it's all just gone through there. This joint all up here through here was all cracked, and obviously all down at the base was all cracked as well, where it's separated from the hull.
Well, we've had all of our windows taken out because the sealant and glue around them has just been, it's deteriorated really. It's become quite runny and soft in places and actually just falling apart. which is why we've had so many leaks, particularly in that corner. But anyway, they've taken all the windows out. Some of them have gone back in, but these ones haven't yet. So all the windows have had a really good clean up.
We're going out today, we're going to Whangarei, and we're going to go up to the adventure park up near Whangarei.
Oh, I can't wait. I want to bounce on all those water balloons. Or what do you call those things, those blow up things?
I don't know, they're just like bouncy trampoliny things in the water.
Yeah.
Cool.
I can't wait.
Oh, that should be good.
Who should we catapult?
Reef.
Reef?
Okay. I'm not strong enough to catapult Zeffy. Maybe Zeffy could catapult you.
Well, we made it into the car park. Bit of a slight detour though, wasn't there, Dave?
There was, because the driver wouldn't listen to the direction.
And how good were those directions, girls?
Do you want a sandwich?
Below optimal.
Below optimal. There you go. We have no idea what we're supposed to take. Like, no one else seems to be walking up this hill with any togs or towels or anything. You excited, Reef?
Yes, of course I'm excited.
So this is the extent you have to go to get your saloon door out of your Lagoon 450. You have to pull the cabinet out, which is now here, which housed the freezer, which is now there with the seat sitting on top of it. And that is all so that we can get that door out, which we've now got out, sitting outside here, so we can replace the rollers on the bottom of it so it'll open and shut nicely. So we've just pulled the chain plate out, that's the backing plate there. And then looking up, you can see the hull deck joint. You can see a little bit of light coming through up there now. I've cleaned it all out from the outside, and it's just been lifting slightly forward of the chain plate. It's actually not a major. It just needs a bit more sealant, bolting back down again, and then we'll be good to go. So we had a leak in this cupboard, and eventually what happened was the floor rotted out. This is the cupboard forward of the saloon, so you can see where we are. So the floor rotted out and it's been glassed back in. We've got a new plywood and glass bottom. So I think this is going to be one of the strongest parts of the boat. This is the master bathroom downstairs on the port side. So this is mine and Kim's one. We have pulled this wall out. So this whole area in front, all up through here. We've pulled that out because we got really bad rot from the shower down in the bottom section down here. So you can see the part of the shower here, this was part of it, all hanging down, it's all gone rotten and horrible. So we've taken all that wood out. The boat builders have ordered new wood and that will be put in. So
come to check out Whangarei Falls.
So there are 51 trees here, and they each represent one person that was killed at the Christchurch mosque attack.
So this must be Whangarei's way of acknowledging those people that died in that horrible attack.
we're going to the Waipu Caves. We're going on a bat hunt.
A bat hunt in the
hunt.
Waipu Cave.
Yeah.
Are you scared, Reef? We forgot torches, didn't we? What woolies? Here we are going into a cave and we forgot our torches.
There might be crocodiles.
You could just walk through the water.
No, Dad, stop it. It's not funny.
It's not funny.
It's not funny.
No! We explored the New Zealand culture and the Waitangi caves, and we're in the jungle now! Yeah!
I have no idea any of those places he just said. I think he said Waitangi Caves.
Yeah, that's what I got.
And he said we've explored New Zealand culture.
Yeah, we have. We have pulled the trim off which was up around the front here because we were starting to get water ingress and we were starting to get rotting wood, which this was where the water was coming in this corner over here, and it's come in and it's just started to affect the end of the plywood here. So this big long piece here has just been pulled out, and that was the piece that was sat under the mast. So that's the mast compression post, and we've had water running down there. And obviously Lagoon don't treat the steel that they use when they use it inside the boat because it's rusty. So we've pulled that all out and ordered new plywood, which is coming with a new veneer to match the old stuff, and the boat builders are going to replace everything that's looking ugly.
Right, getting the feet on for our new bimini frame. Chris has been hard at work getting that ready for us. Yeah, this is new. This is a new part of our clears that's come on, so that when we're downstairs we get a little bit of shade, and also it stops raining down there.
Yeah.
Mast is about to go up. Thank you, Buddha.
No worries.
New shrouds, new lines going up the mast. What else is new, Dave?
New steaming light.
Yeah. Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Okay. What was wrong with it?
The old one was broken. We actually replaced it, bodged it when we were in Australia.
Yeah, I remember that. You went up there.
Yeah.
You loved doing that job.
And a new wind gear on the top.
Okay. All right. Good. And what about aerials and things? How are we going for those on top of the mast?
No, they're good to go. They're good.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Our existing one was okay.
Yeah.
Got our new shrouds on. What are you, a star? Look at our furler, it turns. Went in with one hand. Since returning back into New Zealand in October 2020, we'd managed to complete a crazy number of tasks from our must-do and wish lists in Opua. Aside from the necessary mechanical, electrical and plumbing maintenance and repairs, as well as some aesthetic feel-good upgrades, some of the tasks included servicing to Cat 1 safety equipment that we'd need in order to leave New Zealand again. Now on the hard in Marsden Cove, we'd made huge progress with returning Brave to her former glory. Being a full-time cruising family of 6 takes its toll, and thus we had opened the wallet to see out many more wonderful years on board Brave. Frankly, Brave was costing an arm and a leg.